I have been grinding the ZDZ last night, but not as in like, well, I did do some combat, but actually what I've been grinding is this stuff here. So I found this website yesterday called internetnetwork.com. I hadn't heard of it until yesterday, but I've used similar websites for stuff in Star Rail and Genshin to compare character builds, but I didn't know they had one for ZZZ already. But yeah, these are some of my characters that I have built at the moment. I looked at like most of my quote-unquote built characters, and I just put them in a Google slide because honestly I didn't really know how else to do this. You can tell I use Google Slides for a lot of things. That's how I make thumbnails, by the way, for the YouTube videos. Some secret insider knowledge there, but yeah, my Miyabi, as you can see, was ranked 26,000, but now that I've improved her build a little bit using this website as a guide, we're at rank 9,449. We're almost in the top 10%. I've got these two really good pieces that I can't really swap off, but yeah, I moved her stuff around and some of my Evelyn stuff. So my Evelyn dropped a little bit in the ranking, which is a bit unfortunate, but only temporarily, because I eventually want to switch these out to either attack percent or pin ratio. I'm not sure which one is better. Not on slot 5. On slot 5, I think attack percent's better. We're going to be doing some testing with that. Because as you can see, I changed my Yuzuha build. Now my Yuzuha is using Weeping Cradle, which apparently is only 4. Yeah, the way this website works is kind of weird. I don't know, like, the rank is determined mostly by these things, and then your points are added up. So, your weapon choice is 5 points max, it looks like, depending on if it's their signature or if it's their best in slot secondary option or whatever. Apparently, Weaving Gemini is a 4.5, but Weeping Cradle is a 4. Also, I learned that these both have Weeping in the names, but I guess there's maybe like a lore reason they're related. I don't really know much about ZZZ lore, but we're learning ZZZ secret tech today. So what do I mean by secret tech? I mean, we're just going to be testing things. Also, I lost my 50-50 on the Alice banner, so I'm pulling on her banner until it goes away in 16 days or whatever, and then once it's gone, I'm going to be saving up for Seed, by the way. That's going to be the next character I'm pulling. I finally figured out who I'm going to be pulling. Cannot pre-farm for her for the Notorious Hunt, though, so when I do my Notorious Hunts this week, I'm not going to be doing them today. I'll probably just farm for like Nekomata or something, because I've been trying to build her. But, yeah, currently, we have a little bit of an issue with Yuzuha, because I think if you're running this, you want to run pin ratio here, but I could be wrong on that. Is that recommended? No. Oh wait, yeah, it is. I can get pin ratio on slot 5, which I have too much attack percent anyway. I only need 3,000 and I'm at 3,200, so I think swapping that to pin ratio with an attack percent substat would be a way to improve, and then we can get top 1,000 Yuzuha. But what I want to test with Yuzuha is this weapon good? Is this weapon good if I have Miyabi on... Okay, so I had her on ice damage bonus, which is this one. I had her on this one, and then I swapped her to attack percent. Now her crit rate's a little too low. So it's not 100% anymore, it's like 97%, but if I get up to like 73% crit rate, then I'm at 100%. With M2 Miyabi, I think. It's either 73 or 77%. And then I also... I want to test like if pin ratio versus... attack percent versus ice damage bonus with Weeping Cradle, as well as the A rank option, which is Lucy's W engine. I want to compare those two. But yeah, Deadly Assault has the score in Deadly Assault is determined by both your damage and your skill expression or whatever it's called, where there's like some bonus points you can get for doing things like triggering disorders on the boss that we'll be fighting. Yes, Dead and Butcher. As you can see, you get a performance score as well as a damage score, and we're going to see what has the highest damage score. Now this damage score was with my Yuzuha in this setup, but using Lucy's signature. So I want to see... Okay, we're using Rina's signature with attack percent Miyabi here. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so you do have it equipped. That's good. So what I like to do is I like to try to get Yuzuha's E first. And then try to go for one Vivian E. And then pretty much just build Miyabi for the rest of the time. So, as you can see, my stats... Okay, they're actually not fully built up just yet. Okay, I'm messing up all the dodges today though. I'm streaming. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we're at an additional 1200 attack. And this is with this team as well. If I'm using Sokaku, things change because Sokaku gives a lot of attack percent to Miyabi. So there's kind of less of a reason to have attack percent on her regular stuff. But we'll just see how much damage I can apply. Okay, so we got the full thing there. Now we need to try to reset Vivian E. Yeah, I can also reset our Yuzuha E. Okay, what's happening to HP?
Weakling. Purging slash. Notice me, Lord Nathan. I'll help blast your troubles sky high. I see it. It's over. I'm unstoppable. Enough talk. Let's go. Restore order. Stay focused. It's over.
Yeah, apparently using Sokaku and Yuzuha, you can do like perma freeze against this boss. I don't know if you can do it with other bosses as well. And get like really cracked damage. I don't know how to pilot that team. Plus I think I would have to change a lot of character builds that I don't have set up to change at the moment.
There's no time to lose. It's over. My blade is already. Don't you know? Pick my trust stirred and you'll pay. Got a summer surprise! Here to sign for it?
This should be pretty big damage.
Victory, the only option. Yeah. I see it. It's over. Scatter.
Okay, so we got 40,000. I'm just gonna make a note. 40,781. That was our damage score. That's all that I really care about. Okay, so now
Wanna hear a summer story?
we're gonna change this, so the pen ratio should change. Swap these two,
I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea.
and then I want to check the performance here. I don't really care if I use the HUD score goes up or down depending on the W engine choice. I just want the actual damage that I'm doing to be optimal. So that is what I'm trying to determine here, is which build for Yuzuha is the best, and then if I need to change my Miyabi build alongside that. Okay.
It's over. My blade is already sheathed.
So if we look at our detailed stats, yeah, okay, so where's the energy region? Yeah, there we go. Just to make sure that it detected Yuzuha's W engine as having changed. Okay, I want to build up one of these. And then swap over to Vivian, try to get off an E real quick. Do this.
Weakling. What an eyesore. Notice
Do this into Vivian's
more,
ult.
I think.
And then go into Yuzuha. Then Yuzuha ult. And we Miyabi
Only option.
into hold basic.
Stay focused. No one for mercy. My blade is already sheathed. You better not get my trust. Let's drive away. There's no time to lose. It's over. You're done. Scatter.
I want to try to get a Vivian here, but then we could do Yuzuha E. Yeah.
My blade is already
And
sheathed.
then Vivian
Dare
Q.
between me and Lord Fate.
And then, yeah, I thought I could maybe get a Yuzuha Q.
Yeah.
Actually, not enough decibels. That one. And then I'm going to swap into Yuzuha here and cancel. And then ult back to Miyabi. Oh, that was 5. I thought that was enough. Do a proper burst. Okay, do that.
It's over. My blade is already sheathed.
Yeah, I think my performance with this light cone's better. By like a lot. I messed up quite a bit on both runs, like I didn't play perfectly in either one. But this was way better in terms of the damage. Like I even messed up a burst that one time and did a 5. I actually did like 2 5 stacks. Oh, my damage score was actually a little bit lower. But that felt much better. guess that's why we're testing. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the same team, but this time I'm going to swap Miyabi to a pin ratio. And I think you want more attack percent if you're running pin ratio, but I don't have a way to set that up for Miyabi. But yeah, it makes sense for Miyabi to want attack percent on slot 4 over crit damage, because I mean you can get a lot of crit damage anyway. If I swap to attack percent, I should have an attack percent piece that will have around 40% crit damage. Or it'll make it where my Miyabi has 140% crit damage, whereas right now she has like 180, so she'll lose 40% is what I mean, but even then, she'll be like 70 something over 180, or 140, but with really high attack percent, so I imagine that would make a really big difference. Okay, then we want a Vivian. Oh. Okay, this is just pin ratio Miyabi. That's the only thing that changed this time. And then we accidentally got an extra stack there, but it doesn't really matter. I didn't need to go for a basic 5 when I did, basically, but... And I'm missing all the dodges this time around, though. Right, we're gonna do this.
My blade is already purging slash. Huh. Don't you know? Hit my dress dirty and you'll pay. I'll help blast your troubles sky high. There's no time to lose. Huh? It's over. No room for mercy.
I did try running Rena over Vivian in a team like this, and it didn't really do much. Okay, the Assault Disorder proc there was actually really big. I know that generates an extra stack. It probably generated way more than that because I got a Blink proc as well, but...
My blade is already. I swear on my blade. Yeah. Notice me, Lord. It's over.
I didn't have Vivian's queue up like I thought. And now I do. I think I said Vivian when I meant Yuzuha. Yeah.
I'm unstoppable.
Kinda locked in, sorry.
Victory, the only option.
I need Yuzuha up for this because I saw that Yuzuha's buff was not active. So that was slightly higher than the previous test. So now I'm gonna see if I swap Yuzuha to Rina's signature.
Summer story. I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea.
Just to make sure. Yeah, we have 24% pin ratio, so we are using Rina's signature.
I see it.
Oh, let me restart because I messed up that intro. I was thinking, wait, should I actually change Yuzuha to have 2-piece pin ratio on this? But no, I think that the anomaly's better. Oh, so swapped it Vivian at a bad time.
It's over. My blade is already sheathed.
So the reason why pin ratio Miyabi works, I think, is because Miyabi actually has a passive
Victory.
that makes it where
Option.
her held basic attack, if you proc Disorder, will ignore 30% of an enemy's ice resistance or something along those lines. So if you have pin ratio and you add more pin ratio to it, I think it's additive.
What an eyesore. Don't wanna mess with me. No forgiveness. Notice me. Lord, all right, got a summer surprise. Have you signed for it? Again. It's over. You better not get my trust. There's no time to lose. My blade is already purging slash. It's over. My blade is already sheathed. Serves up! Pick up! Out of my sight. Don't you know? Get my dress dirty and you'll pay. Take this! I see it. Guess what my umbrella can turn into? Ah! My blade is on. I swear on my.
Yeah, you see how they have like the ice thing underneath their health bar? I think that's the pin indicator.
There's no time to lose. Scatter!
I think that means that I'm doing a lot of damage whenever that thing's up.
My blade is already sheathed.
And that ended up being the lowest score, actually. Okay. So if I had... I wonder if the reason that's low is because my Miyabi,
I can't wait to hear the sound
um,
eradicate all evil.
like this. I wonder if I were to perchance borrow this off of Jufufu for 1 second.
This is the path I follow.
My crit rate's still a little low. That would increase my attack percent more. It's only 100 more attack though, it's not that much more. The thing is, I could get a lot more attack percent if I actually had, like, good stats on these, but the thing is I don't, really. Okay, I want to try this real quick just to see. So this is with 2-piece attack percent, so it's really heavy into the attack percent on Miyabi this time around.
It's over. My blade is already sheathed. Scatter! Weakling. Let's ride the wave! There's no time to purging slash. My blade is already. Notice me, Lord Faithful. Guess what my umbrella can turn into? No room for mercy. Take this! Restore order. Sweep the whips away! I see it. It's over. You're done. My blade is already. Victory, the only option. Yeah.
Yeah, you still got the attack percent from Yuzuha here, so we're good.
Don't you know? Get my dress dirty and you'll pay.
Still got it.
Let's ride the wave. You're done.
My damage is so high the thing glitched out, surely is what happened on the left there.
Out of my sight. Time to teach you a lesson. I'll help blast your troubles sky high. There's no time to lose. We aren't finished. My blade is out. I swear on my blade. Huh. Huh. It's over. Cha. Yeah. Huh. 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 You're done. Huh. Cha.
I was gonna try to get in a final hit there, but yeah, this is with double attack percent subsets with the pin ratio. Okay, that ended up being the worst performance. It doesn't help that my crit damage is significantly lower than what it should be with this kind of a setup. Like, ideally, I don't lose crit damage that badly by not using a crit damage one. But with my current setup, I just don't have good options, so I end up losing quite a lot. This does give me 100% crit rate with this setup, and my damage was literally only like 500 off the attack percent with this setup as well. So maybe I'll use this just because it does have 100% crit rate. But yeah, I think if I can get my attack percent up to like 3k, which I should be able to do if I swap these two to... If I swap this to attack percent as well as an attack percent set. So attack percent on the attack percent set with crit rate and crit damage substats, then for both of these, I should be able to get 3k pretty easily with that setup and still have the 24% pin ratio. And then maybe if I swap Yuzuha to pin ratio as well. Hold on 1 second. That wasn't the only test, but in conclusion, basically, pin ratio of Miyabi is quite good. We just need to get better stats on some attack percent pieces. I also wonder if the Puffer Electro set is a viable option as well. If I ran 2-piece Puffer Electro instead of 2-piece attack and actually had decent substats on them. Like, this one's not bad. I wish I was re-rolling. If I could imagine if I could re-roll this piece here. Like, look at these stats on this thing. Yeah, it gives 30% crit damage. I was gonna say, I wonder if you could do 4-piece Puffer Electro. I mean, you could. I think 4-piece of this set's still better. Not my Ben having a B tier piece. Or a B rank piece. But yeah. There's one more test I want to do. And this one's gonna involve Sokaku. I'm curious about this team. This is apparently the Miyabi team now. So you've run Sokaku with Lucy's signature. Because Lucy's signature gives the best attack percent buff for a team-wide thing. So as you can see, 3.2 up to 4 times versus 4% whenever you attack, stacking up to 4 times. So you get 16% versus less than 16%. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought Astral had to go into Miyabi, but actually it doesn't. Okay, just do some reading. That's all you have to do. So yeah, now I want to try this team, so I still have all the numbers from the previous teams written down.
There's no time to lose. My blade is already sheathed. It's over. Scatter! My blade is already sheathed. Scatter!
Oh,
Victory!
for some reason I thought Miyabi's ult was my thing.
Weakling.
I know that I can get Sokaku's full thing, but I can also get it from doing this.
No forgiveness. Stay focused. Weakling. Guess what my umbrella can turn into? Let me try. I can also become an Asura. You're done. I'm unstoppable. It's over. So, it's what I swear on my blade. Yeah. Weakling.
Okay, I think I understand the idea behind this team. It's actually a bit harder to play than I thought.
My blade is already sheathed. Enough talk. Let's go. Restore order. Here we go! Purging slash!
I know this is gonna give me 3, but it's actually gave me 4.
Weakling. I'll help blast your troubles sky high! Let me try. Scatter! It's over.
Okay, so what I figured out is that your Yuzuha has to have her passive up permanently. Then you also need to make sure you're constantly having Sokaku's buff. So you need Yuzuha's passive, not just her attack buff. But Yuzuha's passive is a whole separate thing. I also didn't see what my damage score was, but I can just click here. Okay, it was 39,688. So that was what the lowest out of everything. Sorry, computer, please don't be that mad. Okay, the computer is mad at me for moving the wire. 39,688. Yeah, I mean that was higher than the regular pin ratio Miyabi. But it was lower than... Our best option has been pin ratio on Yuzuha and then attack percent on Miyabi. In terms of the overall damage, which... I mean, that does kind of make sense, because that does make my Miyabi's attack actually look decent. And she doesn't have 100% crit rate, but she has pretty close to 100% in this setup, whereas the other setup, where I had the double attack percent here, wasn't even, it was at like 80% crit rate, or something like that, which is a pretty sizable difference, actually. Like, that doesn't sound like that big of a difference, but whenever you're playing Miyabi, you're doing a lot of hits, like, per second, so you want to make sure that they're all critting, because that's going to be adding up over time a lot whenever you start missing crits on those. It's kind of like, there's kind of like a bell curve sort of situation where if you have characters that deal a lot of damage in one really big burst, like Fei Xiao and Starro, you want her to have 100% crit rate, because, or even like over, just to make sure that you have 100% crit rate. Like my Fei Xiao's at like 103% or something like that, and still has really good crit damage, but you want her to have that crit rate, because if she misses a crit, then you're just kind of screwed. But then you get to like characters that attack pretty frequently and deal like sustained damage. Well, it is good for them to have really high crit rate. They don't necessarily need 100% because they're doing a lot of attacks, but their attacks don't really carry as much weight as Fei Xiao's. But I mean, obviously, if you can get that crit rate up to 100%, that's good. But it, like, focusing on crit damage is fine, because as long as you're getting the crits that are dealing a lot of damage and you're doing the sustained damage properly, then the crit rate's not as important. But then you get to characters like Miyabi, who are kind of doing both sustain and burst, but Miyabi is also dealing like just so many individual hits throughout the entire thing, because she's on field for like the entire time. So you want to make sure that she has a lot of crit rate, just so that way you're not missing crits, because the more crits that you miss, the it's going to add up towards your final result, and the numbers will be a lot more varied between these tests for sure. I guess this is also just a really good way to test, because it shows you the direct damage score as well. I hadn't really done too much like testing like this in CCC. I've done testing like this in Starro, and doesn't have something that can measure the score out like this, so that's kind of nice. I normally just record like the highest damage values with each team setup that I'm doing in Starro to try to measure and compare things, and like look at characters' stats as they increase and decrease or whatever. But with this game, I don't really even have to do that, because all I need to do is just see the damage score, and I can compare damage scores between build and figure out which one's working the best. Obviously, doing more than one run per build would be better, but I mean, it's been 50 minutes into this, and I do have to go, actually, but I thought I would have more time than this. I am planning on doing some stuff in Starro later on stream, but yeah, for now, I'm going to end things here, because I'll see everyone in the next one.